51 years ago, Steve was born deaf and with developmental disabilities. His parents placed him in a state institution. As his younger sister Karen explains,
I was never told about my brother. Most of the siblings were not.
Karen secretly investigated and learned the truth about her brother.
It was pretty difficult because I knew that my parents would not be supportive of this.
She finally located her brother. Before their first encounter,
I didn't know what my brother would look like, what his disabilities would be. And to my surprise, he looks like my other brother and me and everybody else in my family. And he is a really great guy.
In a pilot program, Steve was placed in the community.
He was switching homes every 6 to 8 months for a period of about 2.5 years.
Did you make your lunch?
I could see him going downhill very quickly because stabilization and being in the same home environment meant so much to him. Change was so difficult. At that point, I started doing some research on my own quite rigorously on finding out what was in the community.
Her research brought her to Volunteers of America and the Portland House. Steve has now been there for 8 years.
I think that the folks at VOA and the staff have really honed in on what their job is for all of the guys that live there, all their communication needs. And they go to great lengths to do behavioral programs and do management skills so that these guys feel so at home that things just work.
Steve has a regular job in an ice plant. He shows up for work every morning.
He has been Handicapped Worker of the Year there. He has not taken sick days. He has not taken long vacations. He's not missed a day because he hasn't felt like working.
Eventually, Karen told her parents that Steve was living a fulfilled life in a wonderful home.
And they were thrilled. And both of them then have now, and all my other siblings have reunited with Steve and are part of his life.
He's got the hang of it. Yeah.
And as for Steve,
Outside too.
He will always live in some type of VOA housing or home. My mother lives in a VOA nursing home. So, you know, they've done a lot for us. I guess I just wanted to say thank you to VOA because they have allowed my brother to live independently like I do.